I'm walking through the woods today. It's a nice late autumn, early winter feel, a lot of leaves on the ground, but very peaceful and quiet. I'm thinking again of TS Eliot because he's such a master of creating a mood, just a sort of slightly mysterious, rather magical, very, very reflective mood, which happens to suit mine at the moment. This is from one of his 4 quartets, just a piece. If you came this way, taking the route you would be likely to take, from the place you would be likely to come from, if you came this way in Maytime, you would find the hedges white again in May, with voluptuous sweetness. It would be the same at the end of the journey, if you came at night like a broken king. If you came by day not knowing what you came for, it would be the same when you leave the rough road and turn behind the pigsty to the dull facade and the tombstone. And what you thought you came for is only a shell, a husk of meaning, from which the purpose breaks only when it is fulfilled, if at all. Either you had no purpose, or the purpose is beyond the end you figured, and is altered in fulfillment. There are other places which also are the world's end, some at the sea jaws, or over a dark lake, in a desert or a city. But this is the nearest in place and time, now and in England. If you came this way, taking any route, starting from anywhere, at any time or at any season, it would always be the same. You would have to put off sense and notion. You are not here to verify, instruct yourself, or inform curiosity or carry a report. You are here to kneel where prayer has been valid, and prayer is more than an order of words, the conscious occupation of the praying mind, or the sound of the voice praying. And what the dead had no speech for when living, they can tell you being dead. The communication of the dead is tongued with fire, beyond the language of the living. Here the intersection of the timeless moment is England and nowhere, never and always. Ash on an old man's sleeve is all the ash the burnt roses leave. Dust in the air suspended marks the place where a story ended. Dust in-breathed was a house, the wall, the wainscot and the mouse. The death of hope and despair. This is the death of air. There are flood and drought over the eyes and in the mouth, dead water and dead sand, contending for the upper hand. The parched, eviscerate soil gapes at the vanity of toil, laughs without mirth. This is the dearth of earth. Water and fire succeed, the town, the pasture, and the weed. Water and fire deride the sacrifice that we denied. Water and fire shall rot the marred foundations we forgot, of sanctuary and choir. This is the death of water and fire. In the uncertain hour before the morning, near the ending of interminable night, at the recurrent end of the unending, after the dark dove with the flickering tongue had passed below the horizon of his homing, while the dead leaves still rattled on like tin over the asphalt where no other sound was, between 3 districts whence the smoke arose, I met one walking, loitering and hurried, as if blown towards me like the metal leaves before the urban dawn, wind unresisting. And as I fixed upon the downturned face, that pointed scrutiny with which we challenge the first met stranger in the waning dust, I caught the sudden look of some dead master, whom I had known, forgotten, half recalled, both one and many. In the brown-baked features, the eyes of a familiar compound ghost, both intimate and undefinable. So I assumed a double part and cried, and heard another voice cry, "What, are you here?" I think that's beautiful. TS Eliot always creates a mood for me. Thanks for listening.